Okay. Alright, well hopefully it becomes something. Maybe I should do... Hey, that's probably better. Okay. Um... Let's see. Yeah, you can like... The menu is goofy and lets you like shoot random places. Oh! Oh, so you can be a man or lady. Would you like to be a man or a lady? I don't know why there are these options to make your gender like a cat or bear. Okay, I guess we shall play as a young lady then. I guess so. If you identify as a bear, an owl, or a cat, that works too. Let's see. What should we pick as our name? Uh-huh. Oh, what should the last name be? And it has to be a cat pun. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Awesome. Amber took Bebo outside today. Yeah, Amber took Bebo outside on a leash. And no murders occurred. You want to be Catherine Fluffington? Okay, I think we're Catherine Fluffington now. Okay. So, you have a dream. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. Will you be the Mighty Cowpuncher, the Mystic Beanslinger, or the, tricky, or maybe down-to-earth Snake Oiler, who also has a straight-up gun? Okay. Snake Oilers rely on their moxie and chutzpah to tame snakes. Their fearlessness to their fearlessness to extract potent oils from those snakes, and their cleverness to manufacture and sell potions made from those oils. You've heard snake oilers are doing really well out west since the cows came home. Everybody needs potions and hope in these dark days. And also, west is where all the best snakes live. Do you want to be a snake oiler, or shall we, like, look into the other one? Alright, let's do it. So, like, this is a point-and-click adventure game. So we went through our bookshelf and we found this book called Walking Stupid. And this book tells the tale of a renegade sheriff who was really, really bad at walking. And this unlocks stupid walking as an option. You read the book from cover to cover and learn how to walk really stupidly. Stupid walking has been added to your options menu. You accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while you're trying to pick it up. Oops! So, now we have stupid walking. So like, every time we walk it just, picks a new fucking weird ass like way of us to walk. Alright, let's explore the rest. So basically, you can sort of investigate anything. It's like, so like nothing's coming after you. Yeah, so I can investigate the desk. And you can interact with stuff. And you get XP. Verdi. Hey Russell, how you doing? Ah! I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Here's a cricket. You grab a cricket from your bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Should I say, goodbye Russell, be good, and leave him here? Or maybe it's time for you to leave too. Okay. Leave the bird in the cage even though we're leaving forever. Be good. Oh my god. Yeah, we're leaving forever. What a mess. Back to firewood. You're gonna miss Mom's cooking. Oh, that's sweet. It's Mom's pie safe. It keeps all her pies safe. You'll miss meals with the family. Aw. This is my little brother's room. Covered with all of his weird diagrams and charts. Because my little brother is... Oh, silly walked right out of the room. My little brother is, a little weird, I guess. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. An investigation of the laws of thought, on which are founded the mathematical theories of logic and probabilities. None of it makes a lick of sense to me. You pick up another one of your brother's weird books. Traité des substitutions et des équations algébriques. Just the title page gives me a headache. I think that's algebra in French. I won't even attempt this. And this is German. I think it's about math, maybe? It's your little brother's toy box. Huh, I got a puzzle cube. It's one of your brother's weird puzzles. Fiddle with it. Your brother already had it most of the way solved, but you figure out the last couple of moves. Yeah. See what's in the outside world. I'm on a farm. No wonder I'm leaving forever. No time to screw around in the woods. It's time to head west. So, I guess as a little background, this game is called West of Loathing. Loathing is like a game that and it's also like in the style where it's all like hand drawn. Like for as crude and like simplistic as all the art is, it's all hand done. It's all done by somebody with a pen and a piece of paper drawing this stuff and scanning it in on a scanner. Yeah. That dude is a fucking nut job, right? Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. We're gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. A present? It's the book you wanted for Crimbo. I know it's early, but... which book do we want? Okay. We can have a book about picking locks, a book about desert survival, which is like foraging, or a book about bartering. Okay. You got an item. Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. And she hugs you. I will, Mom. Goodbye. I read the skill. And I have the skill. Read the book. See. Should have read that. I should have read the... I got the foraging skill. Which I can extract food and booze and potions from the cactus parts of the land. Huh. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you, Dad, or time for me to leave, Dad. His lip quivers a little. Listen, I want you to have this. It's your grandmother's briefcase full of snakes. You got an item, briefcase full of snakes. Thanks, Dad. Good luck out there. Be sure to say goodbye to your mother. I did. Goodbye, Dad. This is the briefcase you keep your favorite snakes in. Venom level 3, medicine level 3. Look inside. There are a lot of snakes in this briefcase. Sorry. You could extract some venom or extract some medicine. I have no idea what this mechanic is. Extract some venom. Oh, okay, you grab a bottle and squeeze snake venom into it. You got an item. This is a small quantity of snake venom made by you. In a very fragile glass bottle made by an inexperienced glassblower. This item is used in combat to poison an enemy. Huh, and if I can extract some medicine, I get snake medicine, and it gives me 5 HP. Huh, I wonder how I get more medicine or venom. I wonder if I just wait over time, or... Dig through the haystack. I found a needle. It's not for sewing, it's for picking locks. Your brother Rufus is standing here looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. Give him his puzzle back. You hand him the puzzle and he starts fidgeting with it. Hey Rufus, time for me to head west. I still don't understand why you're leaving. You got a point, you know. Why are you going west anyway? To help people? To seek my fortune? Or to get off this stupid farm? Seek my fortune. Seek my fortune, Rufus. There's just no opportunity here, kid. If I'm gonna make something of myself, I gotta go where I can make some meat. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year, and that statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of mom and dad. I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. Wow, brutal. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay, you playfully punch him on the arm. Go west, young woman? Yes. No, we should play through the prologue again. Yeah, I really like the music in this game, which is kind of weird. So, yeah, I guess a point-and-click adventure game means something to me, like those words mean something to me. But like, have you ever seen a game like this where you sort of like move the mouse to click on things and your character kind of looks at them, like Monkey Island or anything? Oh, the genre used to be more popular. Well, the bad news is that you fell off of a cart and got knocked out for a couple of hours, and now you've got no ride, no meat, and no prospect. So the good news is that you're in a town rather than in a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though. Get up and dust yourself off. Oh yeah, so I'm reading everything primarily because well, that's way better, and I love it when, like, streamers do that, but, like, because I doubt you can read most of it. The text has got to be, how is the text visibility on your screen? Cool. As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Hey, where's your hat, dagnabbit? Well, you can't drink here without a hat. Tain't proper. He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. You look through the hat box and find a battered derby that looks like something you'd wear. You've got item, floppy derby. So the floppy derby, a fancy big city derby that's seen better days. and it gives me +1 Moxie. You grab the hat and put it on. Thanks, Pete! Right? Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy nod. Say, gal. Yeah? You heading west? If you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know. Well, no pressure. Alright, I'll keep it in mind. Alright, so Crazy Eyes here is one of the people who, can eventually come with you. Yeah, so like, ooh. So like, we can check out the town we're in. So there's a bar, there's a horsery, and the guy in the horsery says, the sign says he's gone drinking. Just really digging ice skating right now. There's the sheriff, the trader, and that's pretty much it here. Oh, look at this cactus man. You approach the weird cactus man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, cactus man. Howdy yourself. The name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer, and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. And that's why they call you Cactus Bill? No, that's just a coincidence. Does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus? Oh, no, actually, it's kinda nice. The natural fermentation process inside the cactus part of me keep me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it is a mite boring. Yeah, I bet. Wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or anything, do you? No, sorry. I'm sorry, did you ask me if this guy can come with us? Oh, wow. Oh, is that from your Arizona trip? Wow, holy fudge. Oh my god, that thing is gigantic, Mom. Alright, so Cactus Bill asked us if we find a newspaper to remember him. And we say we will. This is the doctor's office, and the doctor says, get lost. That's really... Ow. Alright. Right? Step right up, Braid's the name, and Trade's the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid? Howdy, Braid. Oh, what are you trading? Well, madam, today I'm trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. Alright, so since we... Well, we didn't take lockpicking. Alright. We didn't take lockpicking, so I don't know how much use the needle is. But then again, we also don't need dynamite, right now. So, you know, I guess we'll keep what we have. Wander into the sheriff's office. Hey look, it's a dirty mug. I got an item, recovered mug. A dirty glass mug, and the bottom is stamped, property of Boring Springs Saloon. Reward if returned. Wasn't that lovely? Wanted for bird theft, naked Mike Bernstein. Help wanted, wanted poster artist. Apply at the Yuma Marshal's office. There's no pictures here. Wanted, Bimmy Fricker for face Steven. Reward, 420 meat. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boring Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The what? He sighs. The sheriff, okay? Blasted sign painters. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you? Depends on the work. Well, how does this grab you? There's a gang of hoodlums around here, what call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. I ain't, well, it ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I'm gonna stay here and practice my chair tipping. So should we try to find the gang and get his cell door back for him? Alright, I'll give it a shot. It's funny you should say that, because I'm sending a deputy along with you to keep you out of trouble. He takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. You got an item. Deputy pistol. This pistol was deputized during one of the sheriff's most recent benders. Deputy? You deputized a gun? You're new in town, so maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Let me write down where the Fricker Gang hideout is for you. He makes a little note on your map, and now he's added this location to our map, so then we can go find it. Alright, I'll be back with the door. Alright, so we got our deputy pistol. Huh, so we haven't gotten any more snake level. Got this turnip. That's dope. It's a chunk of wood from the broken hitching post. I got a broken board. I keep running into the cactus. Every time I run into the cactus, my character goes, ow. Horsery sign says gone drinking. There's oops. Let's explore some more. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." The bartender finally notices you. "Howdy, cowgirl." "Howdy, barkeep. Name's Catherine. What brings you to our little backwater?" "Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts?" "Unfortunately, Boring Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend taking the railroad people use up by Dirtwater." Ask about the railroad. The Manifest Destiny From back east, they're trying to run a line to Frisco and having a heck of a time doing it. I reckon they're always hiring for one thing or another, big company like that. Ask about Dirtwater. Dirtwater? Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damned cows. Lots of opportunity there. He pauses for a few seconds, lost in thought. Oh, I thought it was a lady. If I were a younger man, I'd probably head that way myself. Ask about errands. You mentioned errands? Yeah, this forsaken burg has always fallen apart in one way or another. The hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have someone doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke in from the gulch didn't wipe his boot off, and he got the spores everywhere. I can probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this. Weak fungicide. Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit. Gross tobacco spit, chewing gum, and it looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting, and the smell, even from a distance, it smells horrible. You are now on your hands and knees, peering into the filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what is wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? Get it. You reach your hand down toward the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. So the options are never mind or never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes a sound like glop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water. Escape or search. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring. Probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations! You got an item. Nasty ring. Though getting this ring was traumatic, you have to admit that it was worth it. Hooray! So now we have a ring that gives us +1 to each of our stats. Each of our primary stats. Which are muscle, mysticality, and moxie. Do you know what a hostler is? This guy says his name is Horace, and he's the town hostler. I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse selling guy. Gotcha. How's that working out for you? Oh, those horses are flying out the door. The business is booming? Great. No, I mean the horses keep running away. Haven't sold one in ages. Is that why you're drinking here instead? Yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One, kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable, I'll be happy to show it to you. Excellent. Oh, he fucking got his ass up out of there. Ain't that wonderful? Great, and I gave her the missing mug. The mug that we found in the bar. And then she gave me some money, or some meat, for that. Who is the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby. A real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why's that? She lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Ouch. I'm just gonna do a handstand right past her. You already have a hat. What would you do with 2? A pile of old newspapers. I took one. Item, Boring Springs Gazette. We got this copy of the Boring Springs newspaper from about 6 weeks ago. This is the creepy goblin. Hope somehow I escaped. You got a crate of Nurse brand whiskey. Good for what ails ya. I guess we never established your age. It's a good thing the legal drinking age here can reach the top of the bar. You got an item, Nurse brand whiskey. This whiskey is too cheap for you to even consider drinking it. And given your legendarily low standards, that's really saying something. I'm gonna keep escaping. I guess this... well, I don't want to fight him. I got a newspaper. Do you know what we should do with the newspaper? Yeah. You give him the newspaper you found in the basement of the saloon. Much obliged, partner. Now, let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know, my shovel. I left it in the outhouse at Orhole Mine. It's yours if you go get it. I'm sure you'll like it. So, I gained 3 XP and my skill leveled up, my moxie leveled up. Behind the outhouse at Orhole Mine. Now, if you could just kind of stick that newspaper to my face before you leave. Make your own damn guide to the Boring Springs and its environs. So it's not even a map, it's just like a fucking empty piece of paper. A what? I'm a freaking tumbleweed now? Alright, so let's go see the Fricker gang then. Thud Fricker. The Fricker gang's intrepid lookout appears to be taking a little nap. Should I wake him up, shoot him, or just ignore him? Because, like, we are looking for just the jail door, right? Ignore him. Okay. Yes, get right. Don't lose focus. Oh, look! Since we have foraging, we can interact with this beer barrel cactus. And you get an item. A mug of cactus beer. Increases your maximum HP by 10 for the rest of the day. So, this game is super weird. So, like, we got a stomach and a liver, right? And a spleen. So, like, you can... Oh, we got the broken board as a melee weapon. Interesting. So one of the interesting mechanics of this game is, and what it's kind of funny. So the game is full of food items and alcohol that give you bonuses. The bonuses last until you die, right? Dying in this game, you just kind of wake up and it becomes a new day, and you lose all your buffs. But you can only drink as much as you have stomach for, right? So you want to be careful about, you can't just like drink everything to get all the buffs all the time. But some of them are pretty good. So I might just drink this one because it's 10 HP for the rest of the day. You gain an effect cactus drink. Now this shows you our buff. It's a pile of random stuff, the Fricker Gang's goal. Finders Keepers, I get 25 meat, a mug, and a pair of silver cufflinks. There's a colorblind mode, even though the game is in black and white. It does nothing. Our miscellaneous skills are foraging, hornswoggling, and Deadeye. You're a crack shot. You can bullseye a bull's eye at 300 paces. You can shoot a fish in the barrel, even if the fish is really small and the barrel is really big. It gives you extra crystal attack damage. So our main, we got Muscle, Mysticality, and Moxie. We got Grit, which is basically HP and stomach capacity. Gumption, which is speed, maximum AP, and potion capacity. And Glamour, which gives you bonus, like more money and the ability to drink more. Has asleep too. So one of the Fricker boys is dozing in a bathtub. Should I shoot him, tie him up, ask him if he can pass the soap, or ignore him? Alright. You cautiously approach the Fricker Gang. They're actually pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it doesn't actually require that much concentration. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop on their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe. and that you regularly, and that the squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. Eye patch is Snipe and squirrely one is Wimpy. What's your play here? Approach them and talk. Howdy boys, deal me in. The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. I guess that's Wimpy. Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past Stud and Soapy? What do you want? Say you're under arrest. Should I tell him, it's me, Bimmy, I think is how that's going? Or, I'm here for the door? Alright. Oh. So, he didn't like that. Alright, fudge. Alright, I think I'm going to try to poison this guy. Okay, great. Ran out of action points. Alright, I'm just gonna have to shoot this guy. Damn. Yeah, I was actually kind of worried about them, but that's why I drank the... Alright, yeah. So I switched it up, so now we just gain XP and then we can spend it however we want. The leaders of the Fricker Gang are dead. The sheriff would be proud of you, though you're not sure how your mother would feel. You gain 10 XP. Time to recover the sheriff's door. Okay, I got the mug. Got 50 meat, I got the door. He mumbles and hands you a bar of soap before sinking deeper into both the tub and sleep. Dr. Sweckleton's Pure Castile Soap. Where this comes from, they call it soap. You don't want me to shoot him? Or tie him up? I woke him up. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. But is, well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar. If we assume that it's 7 years from now and that idiom makes sense. You kind of feel bad about the idea of killing him. Walk away, Thud. You're probably right. Okay. He stumbled off into the desert. He'll probably be fine. I got the perk honorable. Honorable options will be available in some situations. Because you've got a strong moral compass, an accurate, and an accurate ethical protractor. You got a strong moral compass and an accurate ethical protractor. These are silly nerds. I see the Fricker Gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door, and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any more Frickerbane boys left for me to round up? Yeah, one or two that are asleep on the job. I'll round them up shortly. Listen, looks like I owe you a reward. He produces a big bag of meat. 400 meat. Got another little task for you if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. Keep an eye out. You've been poked by so many cactuses that your body has built up an entire extra set of skin capillaries just to deal with tiny puncture wounds. I get plus 5 HP permanently. Alright, is he selling a lock? I'll trade this soap for a lock. Braid, though you really don't think that his name is actually Braid, takes your soap and hands you a lock. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door, and then accidentally drops the key, and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger. You got a needle handy? Let's see what I can do. I'm gonna pick the lock. And I definitely picked the lock. I unlocked your cell for you. The sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the key. He looks around for a place to hide it, and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Springs and he gets any more criminals, they'd better watch out. That's a good job you've done. Don't mention it. Have this as a souvenir from your time in Boring Springs. I got a sheriff replica badge. This plastic facsimile of a sheriff's badge. He usually gives them to children who tour the jail. This item goes on your lapel and it gives you +1 armor. Thanks, Sheriff. Do 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 do. I found these mugs. How's business? You know, every day I'm hostling. That's terrible. It's a terrible joke. To tell you the truth, Joe, it's pretty terrible. All of my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. That's rough. Maybe I can help? Oh god, yes. Thank you, please. I'd go fetch them myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat for finding each of them. How many are there? 3. Let me see your map. They pretty much always run to the same places. Why these places? Oral Hole Mine, the Boneyard, and 1,000 Snake Gulch. Look, I think they like environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. How does that work? They're special pigeon-infused oats. Okay, will do. See you later. This is the most typical horse you've ever seen. This is the most atypical horse I've ever seen. It doesn't look like a horse at all. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on back here? Oh, I got another needle. I got another needle. You know what? Now that I have 2 needles, maybe I'll get this, I'll get this dynamite. Because why not have some dynamite? Yeah. Yeah, and then I just traded the needle. You know, I wouldn't classify a single stick as mass destruction. Alright, now we got some more places to go. So yeah, so this is like the prologue, and it kind of just sort of introduces you to how things work. Yeah, I forget how, so like, there are several possible, companions. You can get a companion, Crazy Eyes here, who I'm gonna assume you don't, like really want, just because he's crazy. There's this young lady. Let's talk to her. Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowgirl who's gonna be searching the spittoon for her teeth if she don't leave me in peace? Okay, bye-bye then. Yeah, like... Yeah, let's go, let us go find our fortune. Uh-huh. Where do you want to go? The Boneyard. Oh, you know what? Alright, hold on. Alright. So I went to the Orhole mine, and because Bill told us to look for a shovel there, and we found a shovel. And I'm gonna go back to the Boneyard. Because this grave said it was very noisy. So I'm gonna dig it up. So I could, like, use dynamite on this guy to deal 20 damage and end my turn. So I get 12 XP, a cavalry saber, and a gold tooth. This was in the ground for a very long time, then in somebody's mouth for a very short time, and now it's in your backpack. It's a skeleton, you're not getting past it without a scuffle. Look at this horse. Your pulse quickens as you get near the spooky, translucent horse. Approach her. You approach the weird, semi-transparent horse cautiously so as not to startle her, although you quickly come to the realization that this is not a horse that startles easily. You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you would want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. I'm going to try to feed her the oats. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she sort of stares right through you. Bird. Please don't look at me like that. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grind up bones with. Grave dirt? When she whinnies at that. Is that a yes? Weird. Okay. I'm gonna add some grave dirt to the oats. You sprinkle the oats with just a little bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them, then eats them. And with that, she glides away in the direction of town. Wow. All three, so her whole family died. At the same time, just this year. The baby wasn't even a year old? No. Alright, so we're gonna go back. Do you want to go to the snake place or the mine? Oh, from the snake I get 1 venom and 1 medicine. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I just died. This snake looks really angry. You're gonna need every trick in the book to beat this one. I'm good at tricks. Oh, I have 2 action points now? But it's nice that this is like... Anyway, so this game, so you've heard of Final Fantasy, right? This horse has gone snake crazy, or maybe he was some other kind of crazy before. Alright, be cool, don't freak out on me. So look him in the eyes or pat him on the nose. You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit, okay, a lot, but seems to recognize that you aren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul or whatever madness is bouncing around in that skull is his. That's a good boy. Look him in the eyes. You calmly look at the horse's... look the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare, and the other is revolving madly in its socket like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down a little now that it's clear that you aren't actually made of spider, so. Are you hungry, boy? I've got a little treat for you. You feed the crazy horse with some homemade oats, and it gallops away with a whinny, or rather a whinny wriggle. Hopefully it's headed home and not into the 12th dimension. Cool. This is where they mine meat out of the ground. Get meat out of the carts. All these crates are labeled blasting caps. The period is part of the label. That's why it's inside quotes like that. Grab one. Dang it, looks like you're gonna need a crowbar to pry one of these crates open. Examine the controls. Level 3, please. Alright, I picked the lock on the toolbox, but the needle is ruined in the process. Most of the tools inside are rusted away to nothing, but there is a pretty nice crowbar. The crowbar is one of nature's simplest machines. It's exactly what you want on your side of if a thing has a lid and you don't want it to have a lid anymore. Provides the option to pry things open in certain places. Let's send the cart back to blasting capsule. This is a device for converting electricity, which has only recently been discovered, into explosions, which are awesome. Go to level 2, plungers, both kinds. Take 1, detonation plunger. Hook up a plunger to it. Fighting against your instincts for self-preservation, you've hooked up a plunger and strung it a fair distance away. Add a blasting cap. Okay, you've succeeded in putting yourself in grave danger. Because I don't know where the horse is. The horse must be. There is a horse here. So we gotta go down here. I didn't die. Got 65 meat. That's a dark horse. The horse shies away from you, although in this case it's more like cripplingly introverted away from you. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. You take a handful of oats out of the bag and hold them out to the horse. Here you go, Yum Yum. She sidles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Look, they're fine, okay? You take a handful of from the bag and toss them in your mouth. Ugh! It's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. Don't ask. You smile to show the horse you're fine, and realize that you unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Sneezes are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See? Perfectly fine. Waringly, begrudgingly, she eats the oats. Then she gestures at something behind you. You turn around to look, but don't see anything, and when you turn back, she's gone. asking him about his leg. I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was gonna get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why did she do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse? Or, I'm pretty sure she was being sarcastic. See. We happen to have Nurse Whiskey. Nurse brand whiskey. Alright. What kind of horse do we want? Okay. She's a sneaky one. When you say sneaky, well, she's real quiet and she likes dark places. Alright, I'll take her. What's her name? Is it gonna be Tina? We listened to I found a Harry Potter podcast that Amber and I listened to, and they're going through the books. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. You got an item. Southeast to west map. This is ostensibly a map, although it's mostly blank. It looks like you'll have to fill the bulk of it out yourself. So now I know who she is. We saw the graves. Are you Susie Cochrane? How'd you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. I'm sorry for your loss. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her mug of whiskey. I saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing and couldn't do nothing about it. Bartender said it was cows? Cows, right. I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows. Not anymore. What happened? See, it was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before. Well, before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me the place when she passed. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that there used to be a cow ranch and they attacked. A couple days ago. Happened so fast, I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cows smashed in the front door, and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes, just like that. There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire, and I saw Tim get trampled right in front of me. She drains her glass. I didn't want to talk about it anymore. She refills her mug from a bottle on the bar and doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here, and no desire to stay. Can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody. I left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need you to go get it for me. Yeah, I'll go get it. I'll go get it. I'll go get it. I'll go get that right away. All the water in this trough is boiled away. Susie's ranch house is burned to the ground. The outhouse is the only thing standing. Something behind this door is going making pretty awful noises. Gotta go through it anyway. Looks like somebody was in the middle of fixing a knife. Grab it. These pies were not safe. Oh my god. See that shit, Amber? I'm sorry, not Amber, Mom. This thing looks angry. You're gonna have to make it to that safe. You're not gonna make it to that safe without dealing with it. This is a pyrobove. Mm-hmm. Oh, here, snake whip and deploy snake. So, snake whip out a snake, and then whip something with it. This skill deals a flat amount of damage and poisons the target. AP cost. Apply poison to the enemy. Poison causes damage everywhere around, and bonus damage versus animal. Performance increase. Deploy snake. What good is a briefcase full of snakes if you can't occasionally pull out a snake and tell it what to do? Summons a baby snake or summons an adult. I'm gonna hold on to her XP for now. Although maybe I should just put a point into whip. Got Susie's rifle. It's an old rifle, but it has been obviously well cared for. There are 6 little notches carved into the stock. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger, I didn't get your name. I'm Catherine. Thanks, Catherine. Can't rightly say what this means to you, or to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up at you and sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along with you when you head west, just say the word. Sounds good, Susie. Alright. So the hostler told us that that Alice just wants to talk to Nurse Whiskey. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey, your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. You hear a rattle as she unlocks the door. Holy fucking shit. Wow, shouldn't this be, further away from the fireplace? The stove is spotless. Either she's really compulsive about cleaning or she never cooked. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey. That. Do you want to give it to her or not give it to her? She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Geez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here, me or you? Okay, point taken. Can I look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Not that they're gonna do you much good in this doomed, forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doctor. You survey the books on Alice's shelf. They're all medical textbooks except for a few. So I'm gonna read for... You start flipping through the Goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and now you know that blurf is the Goblin word for hour. You've learned to speak Goblin, sort of. You can speak a little bit of Goblin, at least enough to order a beer, which is the important thing. I'm going to read The Legend of Curly's Meat. This book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat, secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, but in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. I'm going to read another book. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly just find lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. Haha. At least there are some useful appendices in the back, and some diagrams of appendices. Make like a tree and leaf. Doc Alice continues to pour whiskey down her neck, occasionally stopping to breathe. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. And I can't talk and drink at the same time, so... He glares at you, meaningfully. What's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a house cart, and you ask me what's the matter? Bandits? Cow demons? Dead men walking? Why don't you go ahead and pick one? I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons? Okay, we can stop right here. So she's going crazy because her dead patients keep getting back up. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterward and looking for revenge. But it's neighbors, friends, husbands. Alright. So that's why she's all fucked up. Maybe she'll have more to say later. Forget how you, like, quit the game. Oh, there we go. Catherine Fluffington. Alright, cool. Do you get the jokes more than the other game? Cool. Locals. Um, let me talk to you. Let me stop streaming. Yeah.